Hi there, summer class of 2014. So welcome to Management and Leadership, Assessing Individual Responsibility. I'm Dr. Susan Cannon, the instructor for this course, and I'm very happy that you'll be joining me and the other students in this really powerful learning journey. And I've already had the pleasure of meeting some of you online, and I can tell this is going to be a great course. So even though the same basic material is taught each term, the classes themselves can be really different because of the unique individuals that come together in this learning experience. So every time I teach one of these courses, I have a number of profound interactions with students, and that leads to new insights for me in how to teach the course. Now, this is due in part to the transformative nature of the content that we're teaching. It kind of works on you. And it's also because of the nature of the online classroom, which can support very powerful and deep discussions and interactions between all of us. And for many of our past students, that was a really surprising and delightful discovery for them. So this week is mainly about getting you oriented and comfortable with the class. For many of you, this is the beginning of your fielding journey, and I want to get you off to a really strong start. So in terms of assignments for this week, we're just going to do a little bit of a warm-up with some readings and stuff like that before we dive into the regular curriculum next week. So based on years of experience with many different kinds of students from all walks of life and from all around the globe, here are my 7 tips for success that I'd like to share with you about this course. So the first one is, don't let change throw you. You're going to be learning an integral model for assessing individual leaders and organizations. An aspect of this model is that leaders and systems grow through very distinct stages of development. And each stage is almost like a world unto itself, a new type of leader, an organizational system with its own rules and its beliefs and its values and its ways of seeing the world and acting in it. So for weeks 2 through 7 of the course, we're going to explore a new stage of development each week. So the curriculum's designed to give you an experience of that stage. So each week it's going to feel very different, and some of the techniques are going to be different. So don't let that throw you. Just go with the experience. Some of them are going to be more familiar and comfortable than others, and that's just how it's supposed to be. So tip number 2, stay up with the coursework right from the beginning. Be systematic. We go through a lot of material each week, and each week's learning builds on what came before. So you're going to have readings and audios to absorb, and there's going to be written assignments and a couple of tests and definitely projects. So if you have to go out of town or you have a family emergency, work with me so that I can help you strategize how to stay current. I know unexpected things happen in life. So tip 3, don't get discouraged. This is graduate school, and our course material is complex. In fact, one of the first readings that you're going to get, we're starting this week, is called The 9 Levels of Increasing Embrace, and it's one of the most complex of all. So don't let that throw you. You almost surely won't get it all at once. I'll be referring to that paper all throughout this course, and as we move from week to week, it's going to make more sense. Just do your best when we get started. The learning materials are a mixture of audios, readings, and PDFs of presentation slides. What I'm trying to do is meet different learning styles. Excuse me. I used to co-teach this class with Dr. Terry O'Fallon, who's a pioneer in the field of human and organizational levels of development. Excuse me. And so you're going to have the opportunity to hear Dr. O'Fallon speak in the audios, and she's great. And so I'm really glad that she's left that for us so that you get to know her a little bit. And tip 4 is participate. A part of your grade is based on participation. It's an online classroom, so it's really important that you make your posts. That means you put your written assignments up in the forum each week, and then you respond to what other students write. Now, you don't just throw it up there and go away. In many cases, we'll have specific discussion questions and reflections for you to respond about the course material. And that's an important part of your learning because it helps you engage directly with the material and integrate it, which is something more than just kind of writing out an assignment. You also get to ask questions and learn from the other students. Every year students tell us that this was one of the most valuable and unexpected aspects of their learning experience in this course, was really learning through the other students. So tip 5, don't miss the easy points. Just so you know, I carefully track the assignment completions and your participation in the discussions, and you'll see that they're worth a certain amount of points. And there's only 15 points total for the whole term. I've seen students get careless such that they could have made a letter grade higher with the addition of one fairly easy posting that was worth half a point, something like that. So even if you're struggling with the material, if you really apply yourself and participate, you will learn and you will have a good chance to do well. Tip 6, speak up. At the beginning of the course, you may feel some vulnerability, even fear about making your ideas public. You might have some concerns about being judged, being less capable than everybody else, everybody's smarter than me, saying the wrong thing, something like that. And you can get some resistance rising in you to the point that you might procrastinate. And that's not going to help you. Just know that these feelings are normal. They're not true. And if you're courageous and just put it out there, those feelings are very likely to pass. We're all learning together here, and nobody's judging. So the last tip is get tight with your team. We're going to be working in teams and groups, so it's good to get a good foundation going with your teammates as soon as possible. Your group project's worth 20% of your grade, and we start on it almost right away. So what you'll actually be doing in that project is creating a teaching presentation to teach the material in this class to the other students. Because, when you teach something, you just learn it a lot more deeply. Now, in this project, group cohesion plays a big factor. You may have to coordinate across time zones, and in the past, somehow everybody manages to work it out. Sometimes it can be tempting to just divvy up everything and have each person do their assignment and then just like hook them together. But what we've seen is that the result of that is not nearly as successful as with those teams that really work together on the project as a whole. There's a kind of synergy that happens then that adds something to the project. So that gives you some pointers on successfully navigating this course on management leadership, assessing individual responsibility. One of the good things about an online course is that I'm only a post or an email away from answering any question you have. And we can also arrange to talk by phone, so don't hesitate to contact me. Okay, see you online. Bye-bye.